Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone is doing wonderful today. Would like to get started with today's lesson. We are going to be discussing today the beginning of chapter 2. This is the book Side by Side. And this book is going to be talking about, as you can see on your screen, we're going to be reviewing from book number 1. Simple present tense, we're going to be talking about the present continuous. We're going to be talking about the simple past. We're also going to be talking about the future tense. When we use going to, we're also going to be looking at expressions, time expressions, and we're also going to be talking about how to state phrases using like to, and also indirect object and pronouns. So let's get started. So we're going to be started get started by talking about describing the present, past, and future actions. And then we're going to look at birthdays and gifts and telling about friendship. So this is what I recommend for you to do at home. Okay. Again, this is book 2, chapter 1 of Side by Side. I recommend that you take the book and you review it, repeat, practice, and make sure you repeat and practice and repeat and practice and repeat and practice and keep doing this over and over. I am going to try to speak slowly and enunciate in order for you to know the proper pronunciation and you practice at home. All right? So let's begin. Repeat after me. Days of the week: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So sometimes we have a little difficulty when we're first learning English pronouncing the second one. Right over here. Just get the pen. When it comes to saying Tuesday. So sometimes it is helpful to think of Tuesday as if you were actually, with the pronunciation, if you were actually saying it in this manner. In Spanish, if you were to say like that, Tuesday, 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 Tuesday. And then the next one down here, which also sometimes causes confusion, it's almost as if you were pronouncing it like this: Wednesday, Wednesday. And then for the TH, for Thursday, don't forget, TH, your tongue between your teeth, Thursday, Thursday. All right, let's continue on. So, the months of the year, we have January. Repeat, please. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Remember, when you're pronouncing, remember to make sure that you put your top teeth with your bottom lip for the V. November for the letter B here. Okay? And then we have the seasons. The seasons of the year. So we have spring. In springtime, we can see the flowers bloom. The flowers bloom. Okay? Then we have the summertime. In the summer, we have a lot of sun and people like to go swimming, go to the beach, right? And then we have the fall and the autumn. These two could be pretty much the same when we use the words, okay? In New Jersey, we tend to use the word fall. And fall is easy to remember because the leaves fall. And the last one is the winter time. Winter. During the winter is when we have the snow falling. What do you like to do on the weekend? Repeat after me. I like to eat. We like to eat. You like to eat. They like to eat. He likes to eat. She likes to eat. It likes to eat. Let's look at these examples and then we will proceed to do the exercises. What do you like to do on the weekend? I like to read. So if you look at the picture, you see here that she is reading. Let's look at the next example. What does Ron like to do on the weekend? He likes to go to the mall. So remember, when we are using third person, we have to make sure that we use the S that we add to the verb, okay? So let's look at number one. Mr. and Mrs. Johnson. The question is, what do Mr. and Mrs. Johnson like to do on the weekend? The answer would be, it's two people. They like to watch TV. Very good. Then let's look at number two. Number two, we have here, just like the example, it's a boy, it's Tom, so it would be the pronoun he. So we say, what does Tom like to do on the weekend? Or we can say, what does he like to do on the weekend? The answer would be, he likes to play basketball. Let's continue on. Number three. What does Sally like to do on the weekend? She likes to go to the beach. Number four. What do you and your friends like to do on the weekend? Because it's saying you and your friends, you would answer by saying, we like to chat online. Number five. What does your grandmother like to do on the weekend? She likes to go hiking. Can you make up your own example? I will give you a moment. Create your own example and then proceed to answer it. Talk about it. Make sure you repeat after me. Listen carefully to the pronunciation, okay? What do they like to do? So here are the options. Cook, cooks, cooked. I'll pronounce that one again. I'll pronounce that one again slowly. Listen. Cooked. It's almost like it has three sounds. Cooked. When you say it faster, cooked. Okay? And then cooking. Repeat after me. Cooking. Then we have the word play. Plays. Played. Playing. Next word. Swim. Swims. Swam. Swimming. Make sure you're repeating. Write. Writes. Wrote. writing. So we're going to look at some examples. Gonna read them. You can repeat after me. Robert likes to cook. He cooks every day. He cooked yesterday. He's cooking right now. He's going to cook tomorrow. As you can see, Robert really likes to cook. Irene likes to play the piano. Make sure you're repeating. No cheating. She plays the piano every day. She played the piano yesterday. She's playing the piano right now. She's going to play the piano tomorrow. As you can see, Irene really likes to play the piano. Good job. Let's do two more. Jimmy and Patty like to swim. They swim every day. They swam yesterday. They're swimming right now. They're going to swim tomorrow. As you can see, Jimmy and Patty really like to swim. Last example, repeat after me. Jonathan likes to write. He writes every day. He wrote yesterday. He's writing right now. He's going to write tomorrow. As you can see, Jonathan really likes to write. So these are some examples of some questions that you can ask. Let's repeat them. What does blank like to do? So you can fill that blanket with a name, like what does John like to do? Or if it's plural, you would say, what do they like to do? If you're going to ask a boy or girl, you could say, what does he do every day? Or what does she do every day? But if you're asking in plural for more than one person, you would say, what do they do every day? Now, when we go back to yesterday, look at what happens to the verb do. What did he or she do yesterday? In plural form, what did they do yesterday? Then next, talking about right now. What's he doing right now, or what's she doing right now? If it's plural form, you're going to say, what are they doing right now? And the last one, what's he going to do tomorrow? Or what's she going to do tomorrow? In plural form, what are they going to do tomorrow? Are you going to cook spaghetti this week? These are some expressions. Please repeat them after me. Yesterday. Remember, when you say the word yesterday in Spanish, you will use this type of pronunciation. Yesterday. Yesterday. The next one, yesterday morning. Yesterday afternoon. Repeat after me. Yesterday evening. Last night. Last week. Last weekend. Last month. last year, last Sunday. And then you get to pick which day of the week you want to say. If you want to say last Sunday, last Monday, last Friday, or if you want to talk about the month, you could say last January, last February, last September to refer to the prior year. And for the seasons, you could say last spring, last winter, last fall or autumn, and so forth. So that's practice. Repeat after me. There we go. Are you going to cook spaghetti this week? No, I'm not. I cooked spaghetti last week, and I don't like to cook spaghetti very often. Here we go. Let's try number one. Are you going to watch videos today? Say the answer. Let's try it. No, I'm not. What else? I watched videos very often. You could say that if you were to repeat this, I watched videos very often. You could say, I watched videos last Monday. You can say, I watched videos last night, yesterday. And then you can finish by saying, I don't like to watch videos very often. So again, are you going to watch videos today? No, I'm not. I watched videos last night and I don't like to watch videos very often. Number two, are you going to drive downtown this weekend? No, I'm not. I, what's the verb? Drove downtown last weekend. Okay, pass already. And I don't like to drive downtown very often. Let's do number three. Is Mrs. Miller going to plant flowers this spring? No, she's not. She, what's the verb? Planted, very good. She planted flowers last Sunday. And she doesn't like to plant flowers in the spring. Or she doesn't like to plant flowers. No, she doesn't like to plant flowers. And we don't have to say only that one. We could use some of the other options. So we had talked about seldom, okay, which is almost never. At times, we had discussed as well. And then look at number four. Is your father going to make pancakes this morning? No, he's not. He, what's the verb? He made, right? Past tense. He made pancakes last week. And he doesn't like to make pancakes very often. All right, I will leave this here so you can practice. We're not going to do them all. But this time you could take a picture with your phone if you would like. And after you take a picture with your phone, you can look at the example, take another picture, and then you can practice saying both. But I think you get the idea. Well done. All right, how to say it? Talking about likes and dislikes. Here we go. Do you like spaghetti? Yes, I do. Do you like rock music? No, I don't, but I like jazz. Do you like to dance? Yes, I do. Do you like to ski? No, I don't, but I like to skate. All right, let's see what we're going to do with this. So this is something you could actually practice at home with others. Ask them, hey, do you like this? Do you like that? And have them ask you, and you could practice responding. So give it a try. All right, what are you going to give your wife? What are you going to give your wife? And this is referring to using the verb conjugations we have talked about when it's happening right now in the present, okay? Now, when you're using the present right now, you say, for example, I give my wife a flower. So I have the flower and I'm giving it to her. In this particular case, you're talking about, it kind of sounds like present, but it's not. You're actually referring to the future. So it says, I'm going to give my husband a present. When is that going to happen? That's going to happen in the future. We don't know when, okay? Now, you could say, I'm going to give my husband a present tomorrow or at 3 o'clock. That's okay, but that's not the example. So repeat after me. I'm going to give my husband a present. I'm going to give my wife a present. I'm going to give him a present. I'm going to give her a present. All right, so let's look at the script sample and we'll go from there. Here we go at the model. So repeat after me. What are you going to give your wife for her birthday? I don't know. I can't give her a necklace. I gave her a necklace last year. How about flowers? No, I can't give her flowers. I gave her flowers 2 years ago. Well, what are you going to give her? I don't know. I really have to think about it. All right. So you can take a picture of this. We're going to do 1 or 2 examples and then you can try the rest on your own. So make sure you take a picture, okay? Take a screenshot. So let's do number 1. What are you going to give your husband for his birthday? I don't know. I can't give him a watch. I gave him a watch last year. How about a briefcase? No, I can't. I gave him a briefcase 2 years ago. I don't know. I really have to think about it. Let's do number 2. What are you going to give your girlfriend for her birthday? I don't know. I can't give her a perfume. I gave her a perfume last year. How about a bracelet? No, I can't. I gave her a bracelet 2 years ago. Well, what are you going to give her? I don't know. I have to think about it. So at this time, you would proceed to pause the video and you can continue to do the remaining examples. Keep practicing. You are doing a great job. So what did your parents give you? We're talking about reflexive pronouns here, okay? So if it's used for the pronoun I, the gift was given to me. If it's for, let's say, John, he's over there, the gift was given to him. If it's, let's say, Lucy, she's over there, a gift was given to her. If we are together here, 2 of us or more, okay, A gift was given to us. And then a gift was given to a group of people. It was given to you as a group, or it was given to you as one person. Okay. And the last one, if there is a group of people over there, you can say they, right? The gift was given to them. Them. So let's look at the example. What did your parents give you for your birthday? They gave me a CD player. All right. Well, let's do 1 and 2 and you can practice. What did you give your parents for their anniversary? I gave, past tense, them, more than one person, it's 2 people, okay? I gave them a painting. Number 1. Number 2, what did Mr. Lee's grandchildren give him for his birthday? What's the answer? Correct. They gave him a computer for his birthday. You can proceed to stop, pause it, and you can complete number 3 and number 4. But I would like to take a moment to encourage you to complete the journal entry. Listen to what it says. Write in your journal about your last birthday. What did you do on your birthday? Did your family or friends give you any presents? Write about it. And then next time we have class, it would be nice if you can share it with your classmates. At this time, we're going to read 2 short little stories and we're going to proceed from there. So make sure you are pronouncing every word properly. Don't rush. Make sure you do it right, okay? Let's read together. 1, 2, 3. Very good friends, East and West. Eric and Susan are very good friends. They grew up together. They went to high school together and they went to college together. Now Eric lives in California and Susan lives in New Jersey. Even though they live far apart, they're still very good friends. They write to each other very often. He writes her letters about life on the West Coast, and she writes him letters about life on the East Coast. So they write letters to each other. They never forget each other's birthday. Last year, he sent her some CDs and she sent him a wallet. Eric and Susan help each other very often. Last year, he lent her money when she was in the hospital, and she gave him advice when he lost his job. Eric and Susan like each other very much. They were always very good friends, and they still are. Okay, let's look at the last story. Very good friends, North and South. Carlos and Maria are our very good friends. For many years, we went to church together. We took vacations together, and our children played together. Now, Carlos and Maria live in Florida, and we still live here in Wisconsin. Even though we live far apart, we're still very good friends. Let's look at the last portion. Almost. Get a drink of water, excuse me. We communicate with each other very often on the internet. We send them messages about life up north, and they send us messages about life down south. We never forget each other's anniversaries. Last year, We sent them Wisconsin cheese, and they sent us Florida oranges. We also help each other every way. We also help each other very often. My apologies. Last year, we lent them money when they bought a new van, and they gave us advice when we sold our house and moved into a condominium. We like each other very much. We were always very good friends, and we still are. All right, so make sure you take a picture of that. This way you can answer these questions. Okay? Take a picture of these questions and you can answer them. And at this time, we're going to do the listening exercise. So you can stop here and just complete true or false. And we're going to do the listening exercise for chapter 1, book number 2, where it says listening. So listen and choose the correct answer. Number 1, what are you going to do tomorrow? Is the answer A or B? B, that is correct. I'm going to play tennis. Number 2, what do you do in the summer? All right, so I go to the beach. Let me mark here for you. All right, what do you do in the summer? The question is, what do you do in the summer? I go to the beach. Number 3, when did you clean your apartment? Yesterday morning. Number 4, what did you give your parents for their anniversary? All right, let's see. So you have two choices. I gave them a plan or I'm going to give them a plan. So the question said, what did you? It already happened, okay? It's in the past tense. So the answer would be, I gave them. Number 5, where did you and your friends go yesterday? We went to the mall. Number 6, sorry, number 6. How often do they send messages to each other? They send messages every week. And number 7, what did he give her? Look at the question. What did he give her? So the answer has to have a he right there. So the answer is, he gave her flowers. And number 8, the last one for the listening section. When are you going to make pancakes? When are you going to make pancakes? The answer is, it can be last weekend because the question actually says going to, which we talked about is the future, and then it has pancakes. All right. Well done, everyone. All right, this is for writing and discussion. So you have it's called a very good friend. And these are just questions that you write about a friend. Do you have a very good friend who lives far away from you? Tell about your friendship. So you're going to answer this question. You're going to write about it. How do you know each other? How do you communicate with each other? Do you call? Do you write? Do you send email messages? What do you talk about or write about? Do you send each other presents? Do you help each other? How? So I'm going to give you an example. All right. I have a friend whom I've known for 25 years. We communicate with each other by calling and text messaging. We write about how our families are doing. We don't usually send presents to each other, but we help each other when we are in need by praying for each other, by providing the other person with something that's needed. All right, so let's do this contrastive stress. This has to do with pronunciation. So listen and they said, then repeat after me. Listen. I'm not going to clean my room this week. I cleaned my room last week. I'm not going to make pancakes this morning. I made pancakes yesterday morning. Let's look at the last column. I'm not going to watch videos tonight. I watched videos last night. I'm not going to write letters this evening. I wrote letters yesterday evening. And that pretty much takes us through chapter 1. Everything that we have here, they are different sections for review. So I'm going to go over them quickly. We have simple present tense, I, we, you, they cook, or you could say he, she, or it cooks. Then next we have the forms for like to, I, we, you, or they like to or don't like to. And then you keep the verb in present tense, cook. He, she, or it likes to cook or doesn't like to cook. Next box. I am is pronounced am. He is his. She is she's. It is its. We are we're. You are your. And they are there. And then you just keep the same verb at the end, cooking. Simple past, just like what we just did a few minutes ago. All you do is you add the ed, okay? I, he, she, it, we, you, and they all stay the same. You change the ending of the verb, cooked. Then we have the future, going to. I'm, he's, she's, it's, we're, you're, there. Going to, and you put the verb in there, okay? Doesn't matter what it is. Now, if you want to ask a question, let me put this down here for you. You can say something like this. You can say, I am going to cook. That is a sentence, right? But you can take this and make it into a question. So you take am, and you bring it up front. And you say, am I going to cook? And it is exactly the same as this one. All right. So if you say, is he going to cook? Is she? Is it? Are we? Are you? Are they? So again, you can say, they are going to cook. So let me write it in here so you can see it. They are going to cook. And then we take the verb to be, we bring it up front, beginning. Are they going to cook? Okay. And the answers are simple. Yes, I am. He, she, or it, and then is. Or yes, we, you, and they are. If it is negative, you would say, no, am not. No, he, she, or it isn't. And then in plural tense, plural form, we, you, and they aren't. Okay? And there we go. Indirect pronouns. We're on page 10, last page of the first chapter. He gave, so you would say me, him, her, it, us, you, or them a present. We have the past time expressions: yesterday, yesterday morning, afternoon, evening, last night, last week, weekend, month, and year, last Sunday, Monday through Saturday, and so forth. Some irregular verbs. Remember, irregular verbs are verbs that at the end you don't put only the ed, but you have to actually change the form of the verb. So we have drive. You don't say I drived. You don't say that. That's wrong. You have to say I drove because that is an irregular verb. It's like saying in Spanish, yo juego and yo jugo. You don't say jugo, right? You say jugué. So you have to change the conjugation. So give, it would be gave. Go would be went. Lend would be lent. Lose would be lost. Sell, sold. Send, sent. Swim, swam. Write, wrote. All right, everyone. So let's repeat after me and then we finish up for today. Everyday activities: chat online, clean, cook, drive, go hiking, go to the mall, make pancakes, plant, play basketball, play the piano, read, swim, watch TV, write. Days of the week: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Months of the year: January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. And finally, the seasons of the year: spring, summer, fall, autumn, winter. Well done, everyone. Please make sure you complete the exercises in the workbook for side by side chapter 2, book 2, verse side by side book number 2, chapter number 1. See you next time. God bless everyone.